My name's Steven Pike. I'm Transend Safety Coordinator.
One of the things with the program is that, and programs that we've run in the past with Japan and other players, is that you have a wave of a program, it gets everyone's attention, but how do we sustain that through conversation 12 months down the track, 18 months, 2 years? Or do you bring in another program that then just supersedes the previous one? The safety circle concept pulls it back into a personal issue that as an individual I have the most to lose if I'm injured or killed at work. That was what sold the concept to us when it was first piloted at Transend. The fact that it's a personal issue, not a Transend issue. And if we take on the challenge that's about looking after ourselves as individuals, then it has a knock-on effect for obviously your team and your work environment and your department and the company. Essentially that's how it started. It was a bit of a pilot exercise with our executive management team. The feedback was positive. They really thought that the fundamental, that core root stuff, that message that was coming across within the Safety Circle program, our executive and our CEO wanted to share that with the whole of the business. Yeah, that was the seller for me, is they'll keep it simple, KISS principle. The program, it didn't involve a lengthy paperwork like other systems, or we pick up a behavioural praise program, a lot of training, and there's a software system that may go along with it, and monthly charting on performance indicators, etc. Those type of systems, they run well for a while, but they're pretty hard to maintain. So that was the beauty for us about the Safety Circle concept and program, is you could attend the training and you could apply the learnings pretty much as you walk out the door, and the office and the conversation always about what's in and what's out of the circle and turning shoulds into must and those type of things. There's not a rocket science behind that. It sort of gelled quite simply with the guys, and they've been able to apply it straight away. We started with 40 people and grew to 250, so our culture was a mixture of wherever else you'd come from in terms of the safety culture. So it was a chance to, I just reset and start somewhere with a bit of a foundation of moving forward for what sort of culture we're going to have with safety. So the Safety Circle was the base root program that we've run for the business, and that fitted well with some other cultural program that the business was running at the time. Statistically, Transend safety performance is, it hinges on our contractors, and because we outsource, 90% of our work is outsourced to contractors, and not all of those people have been involved in Safety Circle training. Some of those organisations have, but just the conversation and the dialogue between ourselves internally and some of our contractors around what's in and out of the circle, being alert to, I guess, those outside influences of making assumptions, trying to rush and tear ass, and those type of conversations come up quite often, that hey, we're outside of the circle here, and we need to draw the line and get back in, and you can hear that. It's just a natural thing that the people. It's not a fluffy, warm, nice buzzwords. It's simple. It's either in or it's out. Yeah. And I think most people like it, keep it quite simple like that. You're either in the circle or out of the circle. If it comes up and recognise the work crew is out of the circle, then it's simply a matter they stop and then they reset and have a conversation and go back about it. It was quite interesting. One of the feedback that we got from one of our accountant ladies said that it was one of the most engaging and interactive courses that she'd ever attended, and not that she was ever at a risk here at in the office environment, but she was obviously living at home, maintaining her house, climbing on ladders, cleaning the gutters on the roof, and how she realised that quite often she took shortcuts here and shortcuts there. So It's been very positive for her to, she obviously gained a lot out of that, and a lot of feedback from other people has been the same in a home environment. Just even with their hobbies and their motorbikes and dirt bikes and chainsaw operations, all those type of things.